Hey everyone, my name is Alina. I am here at the amazing, beautiful Upaya Retreat Center, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the Get Your Shit Together retreat. So lucky and grateful to have been able to go to the last one last month in January. It's only been 3 weeks and I have already seen immense change. My parents tell me almost every day how much I've changed for the better. I am manifesting my dream life. I'm becoming the person who I've always wanted to be but always been too scared to or put excuses. It's amazing, to say the least. It is amazing. It is the one thing that if I could share with everyone, I would share this. It's hosted by the amazing Amy Joy. She's my beautiful friend and mentor, and I am so immensely grateful for her, for teaching me all of this, for giving me all the tools, the new tools in my toolbox. It is all about oneness and growth, personal growth, spiritual growth, and about manifesting the life that you want, becoming the person you want to be. So yeah, this is something that is interesting to you. It is here at Upaya. There's amazing food. 7 people who were complete strangers and turned them into a family who adores each other in 6 days. Amazing. I talk to those people every day. I have so much love for them because we grew together and we learned together. So if this is something that you would like to do, if this is something that's calling you, please go. It will change your life. I know it has changed mine, and everyone who came has changed forever.
Are you ready to get your shit together? Isn't that what we are all truly trying to do? In this fun, life hackful show, we will learn together how to navigate this roller coaster called life. We, as glorious messy humans, can sit in the proverbial third car, grumpy and bored, or in the front of the roller coaster having the time of our lives. What do you choose? In this show, you can expect meaningful content and practical takeaway tools to make life easier and exceptionally more joyful. There will be epic guests who already love their lives, allowing them to share their get your shit together tips and words of wisdom. Life is too long and too short to not love your life. Welcome to Get Your Shit Together Live with Amy Joy. Hello and welcome to Get Your Shit Together Live with Amy Joy, and I'm your host, Amy Joy. Happy Thursday, everyone, and congratulations on your abundance. I want you to take a look around right now and notice. Notice how abundant you really are. We're so abundant. We have a roof over our heads, probably heating in the house. You have a TV or a phone in your hand. We're so abundant. We have friends, family. And there's this program that makes us think that we're lacking. And it's crap. And so this is why we start the show every week with congratulations on your abundance. Because the more we see our abundance, the more abundance comes through us and to us. And it's a magical, magical thing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for those of you who are watching every week. I appreciate you. I love you. And we have a great show today. Michelle McClain is here. She's an author, a speaker, a coach. She is also a dear friend. She's been around the world speaking. She has a heart for the youth. I'm very excited for you to get to know her. And it's always a life hackful show. So stay tuned to the end for Mantra Magic and the meditation moment. Thank you so much for spending your very, very precious time with us today. All right, it's time to change your state, elevate. All right, so this is the part of the show where we change our state from crappy to happy or happy to happier, depending on where you're at. So right now I want you to take inventory. Where are you at? There's really only 2 states. You're either in a suffering state or in a beautiful state. So which one is it? Number one, no guilt or shame, just notice. Just notice. And now we're going to do something to change how we feel. The only reason to do anything really is to change how we feel. This is why we do most things in our life, right? So here's a quick little trick. We're going to do tapping. All right. So you're going to take your hands and you're just going to do this, and you're going to tap lightly on your cheekbones. And while we do that, we're going to say some things. So just repeat after me. So just tap lightly. Don't hurt yourself. I release anything that isn't serving me. Just repeat after me. I release anything that isn't serving me. And now down under your nose, I release any negativity in my body. And then down under your chin, I release anything that isn't of the highest, truest light. And then we're going to go down here to K27. This is a meridian. And we're going to say, I'm going to release anything that doesn't serve me. And then we're going to thump our thymus right here. This is really good. This helps drain the lymphatic system. We're going to say, I release any and all things that no longer serve. And now we're going to come back here and we're going to say, I am amazing. Life is happening for me and everything is here to help me. Down under on your chin here, there's a gift in everything. There's a gift in everything. Down here to your K27, gratitude is the rocket ship to joy. I am grateful for my life. And then thump your thymus. I love my life. And take a deep breath in. And hold at the top. And then exhale and make that ah sound. And now take inventory. How do you feel? You feel better? You feel worse? Did you move from crappy to happy or happy to happier? Just notice. Easy little things that we learn at the beginning of each show that can change how we feel, because how we feel determines how we feel about this moment, this day, this week, this month, and our year and our life. So thank you again for being here. All right, you know what time it is. It's time to get our shit together. All right, we have the amazing Michelle McClain on the show today. I'm going to read her bio. She's done a lot in her young life. Michelle McClain's journey is nothing short of inspiring. From receiving an eviction notice to building $1 million business, she has transformed adversity into empowerment. After finding financial stability through health and fitness, Michelle embarked on a powerful path of mental and emotional healing, confronting a traumatic past that ultimately unlocked her spiritual gifts. Today, she uses her unique blend of expertise in physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual growth to help others elevate their lives. No wonder she's on our show today. An international best-selling author, speaker, and mentor, Michelle has been leading transformative breakthroughs for over a decade, speaking on global stages and empowering audiences to reach their highest potential. With a client list that includes top CEOs, award-winning military officers, and entrepreneurs in the top 1% of their industries, Michelle is a trusted guide in personal and professional development. Her story has been featured in major media outlets like Los Angeles Tribune, Citizen TV, Kenya, and the Keynote Speaker's Guide. She has shared the stage with legends such as Les Brown, Bob Proctor, and Dennis Waitley, and has been recognized with awards including Top Achievers in Business and Speakers to Book by the Speaker Coalition. When she's not leading transformational workshops or helping clients break through barriers, Michelle enjoys a quiet moment on her yoga mat, sipping a green smoothie, and embracing the sunny outdoors. Through her work, Michelle shows us that it's not our struggles that define us, it's how we rise from them. Put your hands together and welcome the amazing Michelle McClain. Woo! Welcome to the show, Michelle. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to be here and honored to be here. And I was even still hearing my bio, I'm like, man, I really had a lot of shit to get together, to get here.
Don't we all? Don't we all? And it's never an ending thing, right?
Never. It always keeps going.
Totally. It really does. And I think this is an important thing to remember, is that our growth is always, it's a never ending thing that we are going to continue to do until the day that we transition. Right. And I don't know, I kind of wonder if we don't keep learning even on the other side, but who knows? We won't know until we get there. Maybe it's because I love learning so much. I want it to be that way. I don't know. So Michelle, tell us a little bit more about you that your bio didn't. Tell us, who is Michelle McClain?
I'm actually really introverted. I prefer to just, I like to be alone a lot and be introverted in quiet spaces. I mean, when I'm in the right dynamic, right, I feel like I can turn it on. I feel like I can be the speaker. I can be what's needed in the space. I've developed that skill set, right, to be able to be what's missing in the space, what's needed in the space. I feel like that's kind of a tool you start to grow into over time. But when I'm by myself, I like to just be relaxing, and I prefer more quiet spaces. Nice. And I do a lot of tapping, actually, like we did.
Oh, cool. I would love to learn more about that, because I'm just learning. I know the basics, but it's it's another tool. Absolutely.
Yes, because even I'll do with the different energy centers of the body, right? I'll be tapping with I feel. I'll be tapping them with the heart that I love. I'll be tapping with the willpower that, where I'm wielding the power, right? And then so you can use the different energy centers to then even bring forth the best version of you.
Amazing. Yeah, that was what I was directed to do before the show. I was like, okay, what should I do? And that's what I was directed to do. So amazing. So today we're going to talk about be your own hero in your life. Be the hero in your life, right? And what does that mean to you, Michelle?
That means not waiting around for someone to come wake you up. It means not waiting around hoping someone's going to pull you off the couch. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to open the door for you. We have to usually go first, and then the universe conspires, right? Mm-hmm. God, the creator, can conspire with us and dance with us in life. But if we never get off the couch, sometimes we're just hoping that someone's going to come and turn the light on for us. And we have to walk over there to the light switch and turn it on, So that's the biggest part of my message is being able to pick ourselves up when we have been knocked down from challenges in life, as we all go through challenges in life. That's all life is. Just you'll never not have challenges. They'll always be there. The next one's coming. If you're not in one, you're headed into one. So it's just
right. And the reason for this is it's our school.
Yes.
Right? This is the thing I'm so passionate to get across here on this show is this is our school. Mm-hmm. There isn't a road that doesn't have bumps and magic and pain and laughter and glitter and all the things. Mm-hmm. Right? It has all the things. So what are what's one of the main struggles that you've had that has caused you to be this passionate about this message?
I think was getting fired from my job for being a near alcoholic. I got caught drinking on the job and I got fired from my job, and I was working 2 jobs, putting myself through school. And I'm I had a traumatic past, right? I went as a lot of people do, right? I had different traumas and abuse that happened in my past. Mm-hmm. And so I drank to kind of calm those, undercurrents of trauma, because I had never done any healing. Yeah. So my drinking was my therapy. So I just drank a lot, and I got fired from my job. And it was that put me at a place of devastation, on my knees. That was my wake up call. Yeah. And that led me into what changed my life, was starting my own business. Mm-hmm. So which was a health and fitness business. And I had a mentor that taught me, and I ended up letting go of the alcohol because I fell in love with helping people and feeling a level of fulfillment. It fulfilled me emotionally, a different charge that I wasn't used to. and that I wasn't getting. So it started just kind of leading me down this pathway. But it was that main wake up call where it was a huge tragedy, right, that happened, where I ended up on my knees asking God, how am I here? What am I supposed to do now? And it's kind of led me down this rabbit trail. And it was like, that was step one. And so I feel like it was learning how to see it as a doorway instead of seeing it as a devastation.
Right.
I started seeing it as like the pathway. Okay, so this was, and I know that looking back now.
Yeah.
Right? I know that then.
In the moment, it's harder to see unless we train ourselves to see it.
Yes, right? And I have written out destiny or tragedy. And I have that every morning. I look at that. Nice. To remind myself that everything in life is, we can look at it as it's all perspective, right? We can look at it as, oh, this is a tragedy. I can't believe this. Or we can see it as like, aha, this is destiny. This is my next step. This is bringing me to my next step of what my mission is while I'm here on the planet. Yeah. And for some people, I know that sounds like really out there, but when you're looking back, I feel like everything is like, they're all little stepping stones guiding us. Yeah. So it's the perspective we choose. If it's going to be a tragedy, you know, or if it's going to be something that's our destiny. And that literally, I've helped people give up drinking, give up drugs, give up a lot of things, because it was like, I helped them see these things were happening for you. They're guiding you, you know, like, so it's seeing things as a stepping stone really changed my life.
Absolutely. It changes everything. I love this phrase. It's changed my life. Life is happening for me and everything is here to help me. And then what follows is, where's the gift? Where's the gift? And when you look for something, guess what you find? You find it, right? If you're looking for all the things that are going wrong, you'll find it. If you're looking for all the things that are going well, you'll find it. The question is what are you looking for? Right? And so the thing with this, the philosophies like this, you don't really get to choose. Well, you can, but it doesn't really work if you're not consistent. This is either your philosophy or it's not. Right? Life's either happening for you or life's out to get you.
Oh, and the pain you feel with that.
Yeah. And how much fun is that? How much, like, no, thank you. This is my new phrase. No, thank you. It's like, it's so neutral. Like, it's not, I'm not judging. I'm just, no, thank you. I no, thank you. I don't choose that. I choose joy. Right. And this philosophy here brings joy. Lots, scads and scads of it. So yeah, destiny or tragedy, our choice, depending on how we look at it. Love that. Love that. So what do you do now? What are you most excited about right now in your life? I know you got tons of talents, but what are you doing right now? What are you most passionate about?
What I'd say right now is, two things. I created a new podcast. So it's called The World of the Unseen. So I'm really excited about that. And then the second thing is like mainly communicating with the youth. Yeah. I feel like I've gotten to a place where I have mentored and I've taught and I've trained all age groups for over a decade now. And what I found is that if you can get to them, the earlier the possible, the better. Yeah. You know, not to say anything is better or worse, but how incredible you can get to a kid if you can help them see through a different lens, help them see that they're in their mission work. Yeah, and how to see things, how we were just saying that this is all happening for you, where you were born, your environments, your school systems, the parents that you had, and the maybe the tough things that you went through. It's perfect. Helping a kid see, hey, this is perfect. And then helping them see through that lens going through school and then going through their jobs or their career, like helping them. I just feel like helping kids see it differently at an earlier age is really powerful. So I really became, I went to Kenya and I spoke to universities there, and that's where it really like came alive for me. You know, it just came so alive that I was like, oh my gosh. And they're so, they're so willing and they're ready when they're younger to be poured into and to be given direction. So it completely lit me up that I was like, I feel like a whole new category that I'm meant to really dive into. So that's what I'm doing now.
Amazing. Well, it's funny. I was having the same epiphany last year. I did retreats here at Upaya Retreat Center. And then I was like, wait a second, I got to get the kids. So I've now incorporated a family camp so parents can come with their young kids, 6 to 11 years old, and learn this stuff together. Whew, that catapults you into another stratosphere of understanding, giving the whole family a language to work with. I don't know if you know, Michelle, but I almost went to Kenya with you that year.
No way.
I did. I really was looking into it, and it didn't work out. But I was cheering you guys on. I was with you along the way. You have a picture, no, of you there. Can we
I
show the
do.
audience that?
Let me see.
It's honestly one of the most epic pictures I've seen. And you're going to see the joy. I'm a little teary thinking about it. When I first saw it on Facebook a year ago or whenever it was, I was like, what? Now that's what it's all about. Here it is. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that joy. So cool. Tell me about that moment.
Ooh, it's going to make me tear up again.
It's good. We cry here. We're messy and glorious. It's the way it is on Get Your Shit Together.
Yeah, the love. And even so, we got off the tour bus, me and a couple other speakers, right? We get off the tour bus and they're just freaking out, so excited to see us. And what's crazy is that, you know, they literally would share one pair of flip-flops per four kids. Wow. And they would there was mud, right? And I was wearing heels. They offered me their one pair of shoes. Oh. As we're walking over to where we're going to be speaking.
Wow. All right, go to the next picture because we're going to see those heels. And I saw those heels. I'm like, girlfriend, what are you doing in heels like that? Okay. And it looks so good.
Oh, I think it's in my it's in my email. I'll have to pull it up.
Oh, okay. It's okay. So amazing to be able to be with these kids and to impart some wisdom that you've learned along the way. What do you think was their biggest takeaway from your message?
From my message, sorry, I was trying to pull up that photo for you. I would say, that's a good question. I mean, mainly I just told them, like, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. Where you're coming from is absolutely perfect. And I was explaining to them to use this. Like, this is why you came here. You're specifically in the body that you're in the location that you're in with the parents that you have. You're purposely put here. So let's rock and roll with this. Like, let's go. Like, to help them see where they are is the most magical place, because that's where God chose for them to be. You know, he wasn't just like not paying attention and was like, we'll just drop some kids over here. I was trying to help them see, like, where you are is perfect. The spotlight of where you are that's the way. And that it doesn't matter where your parents are and what they do. You know, you don't have to copy what your dad does for work, right? Your mom does for work. Like, so my intention was to help them get their creativeness going and not see it as limited, but see it as though perfect. Where you are is perfect. And then how can you use this to build where you're headed? Like, why would you go through some type of devastation in one way or another? Are you meant to learn the lessons from it, learn certain lessons that you can turn around and teach the next person, and then be able to elevate yourself because you're able to teach that person the lessons, help somebody else, be the guide.
Right.
So that was my main mission of getting through to them that where they are is perfect. And it's not, because sometimes people can see, if their kids in Africa and they're poor and people have all these judgments and stuff. And I don't see life that way. I see it as though that's exactly where their soul intended for them to be. They just like have to not have us telling them, you shouldn't be there. How sad that you're that you're there. Like, us projecting, and most Americans are not even happy anyways. They're fat, they're over, they're poor. Like, a lot of the average American isn't anything, way better to say, so it's almost like taking projections off of them, letting them be seen and be in their pure state, and then help them see from a new light of who they can be when they decide. And so really opening them up to choose bigger, choose bigger for themselves. So that was my main mission going in there, was to light them up, to to light it up.
Well, it looks like you accomplished that from just that one photo. Holy cow, that was just pure joy. The looks on their faces. And it is a choice, right? We're not taught that. We're not taught that joy is a choice, that suffering is a choice. We just think we're just victims of whatever happens. I remember a couple times I asked, someone, oh, have a great day. And they're like, oh, we'll see. I'm like, what? No, I decide if I'm going to have a good day or not. Right. But we're not taught this. So some people listening might be hearing everything's perfect. And they're like, heck, no, it's not. Right. Because of whatever they're going through. What would a person have to believe in order to see things like that, to see things as perfect?
That everything happens for a reason and that it's happening for them.
Yeah.
That there are no accidents. There's not, if someone believes in a creator, if someone believes in a higher power, God, whatever they want to call it, if someone believes in that, they have to understand that power, right? That power is never going to not know where you are, not know what you're doing, and be like, oops, I didn't see them fall over. I didn't see them be born there. I didn't, so that means that everything is strategic. That means that the creator has had a plan for this person, for each of us individually. That's what that tells me, right? And that they didn't just see you get fired, see you go through abuse, see you that it wasn't designed. That you have to understand that it's all designed and it's all on purpose and it's all for your purpose.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of liken it to this. When your baby is learning to walk, it falls down, right? Mm-hmm. And we don't all go, oh, I guess our kid's not a walker. Like, we don't. We're like, oh, get up, it's okay, and we cheer them on, and they get up and they fall down again, right? And then we don't call everybody and say, yeah, I guess it's official, and kid's not a walker.
Mm-hmm.
No, we know that this is Earth School, but at some point, all of a sudden, everything changes, and we're supposed to get it right the first time. Mm-hmm. What? This is insanity. This is Earth School. Earth School has bumps. Here's the picture. Here, I want to show you this picture. There she is, Michelle, up in front, speaking to the kids in Kenya, or the young adults, really, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, that was an entire university. The whole room spans out way back, but that's that's the kids in university. And one of the girls, I don't know if you know her, she traveled with us too. The blonde, she doesn't go to the school. She's with us.
Yeah. Is that who is that?
That is Corinne.
Okay, no, I don't know her.
Okay.
But there is someone who went with you, and I'm spacing now on her name.
Jennifer?
No, or maybe it might have been a different year.
The one that works with the animals?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I'm she's even been on the show. She's amazing. Well, see, I'm glorious and messy. Forgetting. So absolutely. So everything is perfect. There's a gift in everything. Things are happening for a reason. And I think, what do you think of this? We have to first believe that how do I want to say it? I think we need to stop being shocked that there's bumps in our school.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Like, just let that sit in, everybody. There's bumps here. And then I like to follow it up with these two words. So what?
Mm-hmm.
So what? There's bumps. We go to the gym, we lift weights, we get strong. We don't curse the weights that make us stronger, do we? We actually go to lift them so that we can get stronger. But then we hit a bump in the road in life, and we think it shouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, no?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Like, it'll be like we're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe there's a bump in the road. What? And it's kind of like, well, there's a bump in the road. I mean, it's
of course there is. This is Earth School. There isn't a road that doesn't have a bump in it, or many, right? Mm-hmm. So much suffering vaporizes for me with that new thinking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When I now say, of course, so what? Like right now, I have 6 apartments going in next door. The construction noise is unbelievable. It is my master teacher this year. I'm telling you, I have not handled it well at times. and I suffer because I think it shouldn't be there.
Ooh.
That was supposed to be green space.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
No.
Right? And we suffer. Think about this. We suffer because of the shoulds and shouldn'ts. What would you say to that?
100%. Our perspective is that we say it shouldn't be there. It should be different, instead of just choosing to be in a better state, choosing our state, choosing
Right.
to be in joy no matter what happens. And even if you can take it to the next notch, is actually just being in a place of celebration when those things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I finally gotten to a place, because that's not easily done. From my opinion, that is not easily done. When something happens that initially might really tick you off, and then you're able to somehow get to a place where you're like, heck yeah, woo, what is the magic that's happening in this? Because if it's true that everything is stepping you to your next level, your next your guidance, your mission, your purpose work, then it's all part of the plan. So it's one thing to be getting annoyed, getting triggered, as a popular word, bothered. It's one thing to get upset about the situation. And there's the next level of being just like, all right, just being neutral about it, being unfazed, unbothered. And then there's the next level where you're like, heck yeah. I don't know if I can cuss on here, but you'd be like, heck yeah, oh my gosh, right? And you're like celebrating, because you're like, and like a good book says, to be in praise no matter what, right? Mm-hmm. There's a good book that says praise no matter what. Be in a high vibrational state no matter what, is what that says to me. That even mm-hmm. when the worst of the worst that we would judge, because it's our judgment, right? How you were saying, it's our judgment, our viewpoint that says this is bad and wrong, shouldn't be happening, I'm pissed. Versus just being able to be at peace with it, and then even maybe celebrate it, of like, I'm excited for the door, for what this is bringing, right? Like, who knows if all those people end up now coming in and rolling into your offerings,
right? I'm assuming all my friends are going to move in. Like, that must be what's happening. Right? Because life is happening for me and everything's here to help me. So clearly maybe it's not that, maybe it's some other magic or new amazing neighbors or whatever, but it's happening. So clearly it's for me, because that's my belief. That is my philosophy, because the other philosophy is suffering. And I say, no, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's definitely a choice, because it's kind of choosing how long. And this is something I do, is I ask myself when I am upset about something, I'll ask myself, all right, how long do you want to be pissed? Like, you have permission to feel whatever you want to feel.
Yeah.
How long do you want to be pissed off for? Like, go ahead, girl, be pissed off. Because sometimes they're just things that happen and you're not just pissed. So
I give myself 90 seconds.
Wow, 90 seconds.
I set the timer and I just scream or cry or punch a pillow or whatever. I get it out. And then it honestly rarely takes even 90 seconds.
Wow, that's incredible.
I encourage you all to try it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just get it out. And the reason we get to that point of suffering is because we've had a whole lot of thoughts over and over and over again that have created that suffering, right? If we can wake up faster, sooner, then we can not even get into the suffering. But if we find ourselves in suffering, we know that if we feel shitty, we have shitty thoughts. So change your thoughts, and then it'll change how you feel. But yeah, that's what I do. I give myself 90 seconds to get that stuff out.
Amazing. Yeah, I ask myself, how long do you need? Girl, do your thing. How long do you need? And then I'll usually just think to myself how long I want, and I'll take that time to just express, maybe paint, do something creative. And now then we'll do an outlet of expression to get the energy out of my body and to kind of more process. Journal, maybe. Sometimes I'll scream like you're talking about. Sometimes I'll do the tapping, through different parts of my body.
Yeah.
And change my perspective on it. But I think permission to feel is a really big one for people, because most people are taught not to feel. We're trained, get over it, don't feel anything. So most people are disconnected from what they actually feel. So they're disillusioned from what's actually, from what they actually
feel. I agree. We got to get it out. If we get to that point, we got to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
The question is how long are we going to stay there?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And why is this going to happen over and over and over again? Because this is our school. And this is the way it goes here.
Mhm.
I will never get to the point where I won't have to do that 90-second thing from time to time, because we are glorious, messy humans in Earth School. At least that's my opinion in the world, according to Amy. So let's talk a little bit more about be the hero in your own life, in your own story. I really want to dive into that a little more. We have 5-6 minutes left. How do you do that? Like, what would you have to believe in order to do that?
That a bigger vision for your life is calling you. And that there are actually people in the world that need you, that need your message, that need your soul's essence, that this life isn't just about you. When you're in that place, it's more about you're meant to contribute to a bigger piece of the pie. You're meant to add value to the planet before you're off of it. People are meant to know that you're here. People are meant to know you existed. And so when people are in a low like that, where they've hit a devastation, I think it's key to create a vision, to have some type of vision that can be compelling and pull them forward up out of the mess. I call it being in your shit. Actually, that's the term when I coach people. I tell like they have permission to call me when they're in their shit. You know, I'm like, can I cuss on here? Is that, you know?
You can say shit all day long. It's in the
name, right?
It's in the name. Try to avoid anything more than that, just because there could be younger ones listening. But yeah,
my clients have my permission to call me when they're in their shit. But they're calling intentionally to have like a 10-minute breakthrough process. So we're going to really get in the shit, you know, really quickly with them. But a big part of it is acknowledging that they're in their shit, and then being able to create where they're wanting to go, being able to create some type of compelling vision. And a lot of times it's solving someone else's problem, right? Finding a way that we can be a solution to other people in the world is what can help get people up and out of their shit, and to know they're meant to be contributing. Their soul's here to contribute to the planet, to make a difference. Like they have a part to play in this huge movie. And
it's one of the human needs is to contribute.
Yes.
We need to contribute. If you're not contributing, it will affect you. You will not feel, I guess, for lack of a better way of describing it, is complete. You are complete. You are whole always. And we can feel incomplete when we're not addressing all the 7 human needs, when we're not meeting those needs in a serving way, right? So contribution. So I want everyone, because we get our shit together right here on the show, I want everyone to take a deep breath at home, and we're going to do it here too. And then exhale. And then when you breathe in this next time, I want you to ask yourself, your higher self, what am I here on this planet right now, in this time and in this space? What am I here to contribute? How am I here to contribute? And maybe you're clear already. Maybe it's like, this is it. But maybe you've never even asked the question. There's moments. I remember the first time I've asked excellent questions, and then it changes your life forever. So this could be your moment. What are you here to contribute? Who are you here to contribute to? Michelle's got a heart for youth, right? Is that the same for you? Is it elderly? Is it men? Is it women? Is it single women? What is it? Who are you here to contribute to? Because you have lived life. You have lived life. You have a story, and you are a few chapters ahead of somebody else on this planet, and they need you. Who could that be? And when those names or those ideas come, write them down, because trust me, you might forget. So just write them down, and then just do something about it. Go ahead and take one step towards doing that. Michelle, I want to talk about, you have a beautiful gift for the audience. What is your gift? Tell us.
So for the first, we'll do 3 people that are able to go to this link that I'm giving you. You are going to have the opportunity to have me come speak to your youth. Woo. So whether it's you have a team, whether it's a school, some type of religious group, whatever it is for you, though, I'm willing to come speak. I'm willing to give my time and my energy all to you for free. You do get to set up all of my travel expenses and whatnot, but the rest of my time, my energy, I will pour out to your youth. and that will be on me.
That's a beautiful gift. Thank you, Michelle. Wow. All right, first 3 people to reach out to Michelle and do it. Even if you're not sure who yet. Maybe it's your work, maybe it's your school that your kid's in, you're not sure the details. Reach out to Michelle and say, I'm still working on it, but I want in. Because we got to get the word out. We got to shed and share light. There's so much suffering. There's so much suffering, and it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary when you understand that everything's a gift. Pain isn't a choice. We got pain. This is our school. We're gonna have pain, but we can have pain and not suffer, or we can have pain and suffer. It all depends on our perspective and what's going on right here, right? Yeah, amazing. So what other tips, real quick? We have a couple minutes. How to be the hero in your own story.
So a big part, right, in creating a vision for what we want is declaring what it is that we desire first, and then realizing where we are. So we're at A and we want to get to C, right? There's going to be that space, that gap in between. And within that space, there are going to be steps that will require you to take, an individual to take. What happens that most of us take the first 2 to 3 steps, and because it doesn't happen fast enough, or because we don't have the tool and we have to do more research, or there's something that happens that we don't follow through with the steps. And that's the part that most people fail, is they don't continue the steps. You have to continue until. Just keep going until you have to continue walking the plan. Otherwise, it literally never manifests. I've seen a lot of people, they just didn't walk out the steps because they had a hiccup, and they let fear, they let doubt, because the second you put it to the side, you let fear and doubt start to creep in. And fear and doubt then start to steal what could have been. And most people never get back to it. They never get back to it. So my invitation is to write down the steps it's going to take from the knowledge that you currently have, right? And then you want to research someone also that's already been there, done that. Finding an expert that has already done that. Either study them, pay for mentorship from them, because you're going to pay with either your own time and experience of failing. You're going to pay with the time, or you're going to find a way with funds. To if you're younger, maybe you don't have the funds and you're just going to have to pay with the time, or studying on YouTube, right? You're going to have to pay. Either way, you're going to have to pay. So I would say find an expert that's been there and
really well said. Yes, you're going to pay either way.
Yeah.
Which way do you want it to be?
One's going to be more painful than the other, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. I would not be where I am today without all of the many mentors that I have in my life. I am so grateful. I would not have this amount of joy without them in my life, showing me and lighting the path. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, you're literally just paying someone for their pain that they already had to walk through so that you don't have to. And you're just like, hey, give me the Spark Notes. Like in school, we're given Spark Notes, and we feel like, it's like a little fast cheat code for today to take the test. That's what a mentor is. That's what a coach is. Someone has the cheat codes to get to where you want to be, so you can skip the pain, most of it anyways, to just, get to the destination and close the gap faster.
Yes. Amazing, Michelle. Thank you. Go to MichelleMcClain.VIP. First 3 to reach out to Michelle. She will come and she will teach and speak at wherever you want her to do that. And she'll give of her heart and her knowledge and her wisdom. Thank you, Michelle, so much. I'm going to just take that down. All right. I'm going to have you on the back end. We're going to get your nugget. If you're on a mountaintop and you had one thing to share, what would that be? But for now, it is now time for Mantra Magic. All right. This is where every week we have a new mantra. A mantra is something that we say to reprogram the mind, because often we have things in our mind like life's hard, or this always happens, or it's not fair, or things like this. And they really don't help us. Those thoughts make things worse rather than add joy to our life. So here is a mantra for you. This is Alina Abadiana and I, and hope you enjoy. My kindness attracts the presence of love. My attracts the presence of love. I choose kindness in everything that I do. I choose kindness and watch the magic shine through. Choose kindness in everything that I do. I choose kindness and watch the magic shine through. And watch the magic shine through in everything that I do. Woo! Make today glorious! Mwah! All right, grab the kids, the grandkids, everyone around, get the dogs, everybody come to the TV. It's time for meditation moment. 5 minutes, 5 minutes to bliss. Grab everybody. All right, we're just going to find a seat wherever you want, wherever's comfortable. If you can have a straight spine, that's awesome too. But whatever you want. We're going to listen to music from our mutual friend, Gary Melkin. Fun that you know him as well, Michelle. He is a multi-Emmy winner composer. He is so talented, and he has shared this music with us today. So here we go. And we're going to take a deep breath in, closing your eyes. And exhale. And let today go. It's time to be right here, right now. I want you to notice your breath. Notice how it feels for the air to enter and leave your nose. Just notice. And breathe. And now I want you to notice, how are you feeling? Are you feeling crappy? Are you feeling happy? Don't make it right or wrong, good or bad. Just notice. And breathe. Now I want you to notice what thoughts are floating in and out of your mind right now. Are they thoughts of the future or thoughts of the past? Or are you right here, right now with me? Again, don't make it right or wrong, good or bad. Just notice and breathe. Now I want you to notice a flame flickering right in front of your eyes. Notice the yellows, the reds, the golds, the whites, oranges. Just watch it flicker there. And now slowly let that flame slide right into the middle of your head. And notice it. And now with your hands on your heart, thinking of One thing you're so grateful for. It brings a smile to your face. And in this beautiful expanded place, I'll be sending an energetic activation. All you have to do is set the intention to receive. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Great job, everyone. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to bliss. This is called the Serene Mind Practice. I learned it from my beautiful mentors and teachers in India, Sri Krishna Ji and Sri Preeta Ji at the Oneness Center. Whew. Change your life. You can do this as much as you want. You can come here and watch past episodes here on YouTube or on E360 TV, Facebook. It's coming soon to Tubi. Woohoo! Amazing. All right, so I'm going to have Michelle come back. There she is. There she is. Amazing. How was that for you, babe?
Oh, very peaceful and centering.
Right? It's so good. So good to be present. All we have is right here, right now. That's the thing. Future's in the mind. The past is in the mind. All we have right here is right now. And right here, right now. And yeah, it's a great tool. I get so lost. It's a bit coming back. I'm like, wait a second, where am I? Amazing. So, love, if you were on a mountaintop and you had 8.5 billion people, whatever the population of the planet is right now, and they were listening and paying attention, and you had one thing to share, what would that be? We have 2.5 minutes.
I would say trust your path.
Mm.
Trust your path. It is for you. There are no mistakes. Every single thing that happens, everyone you come across, every situation, they are all the guidance for you.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing I would say is to trust your path. Have faith in your path. No matter how dark it might look in moments, no matter how dreary, no matter how devastating it might look. And so I lost my brother. I went through getting fired. Like I went through so many things and they were all my guiding light. They all changed my life at this point now in the best ways. I'm grateful for who I became through those things because I trust my path. And I would say, if you haven't taken that time, do that for yourself. Go back through the things like that have been maybe the most tragic moments for you and gather lessons that you can. Gather lessons that you can see. Oh, now I know this taught me this. I learned this. I understand this now differently. I see, like losing my brother at a young age taught me how to value people in my life like they won't be here tomorrow.
Yep.
Because when I lost my brother at a young age and I was like, I thought he would be here forever.
Right.
And it was a like startling awareness to have that no, people can come and go. So you always want to love fully, love as much as you can while someone is here and not take them for granted. And then take inventory of what things we might call tragedies and what lessons can we get from them that it could be actually our purpose work. How could this actually be my guiding light?
Yeah.
And then I would say lastly is letting fear also guide your way. Find the things that you fear the most in life and go after those things. I don't mean go like run into a dark alley. That's not what I mean. But if it is public speaking for you, if it is being team captain, if it is starting a business, finding that thing though that scares you, scares you, go do that, because that's literally like, that's the way. What fears you also is the way.
Yes. What's in the way is the way. Woohoo! Amazing. Yeah, trust your path. Trust your path. And yeah, there's no other path than yours. It's like you have the remote. It's calibrated to your hand. No one else is pushing the buttons. Right? It's just, this is your path. This is what's happening for you. And you get to enjoy it or suffer through it. It's your choice. But it is yours.
Yeah. And so many people want to know what their purpose work is. And I'm like, start there. The secrets are in there. The seeds for your purpose work are in there. Finding the lessons from the tragedies.
Exactly. Oh my God. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes. To the audience, thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your very special, your very precious time with us. Remember that together we vibrate higher. And that, my friends, changes the world. We'll see you next time. Oh. Thank you for watching Get Your Shit Together live with Amy Joy. If you'd like to follow us, you can on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Amy Joy Coaching. Appreciate so much your likes, comments, and shares. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please reach out. We'll see you next time.